Commissar Deckler is a figure who embodies the unyielding authority, ruthless discipline, and brutal efficiency of the Commissariat, the political officers of the Astra Militarum in Warhammer 40k. Though he is not as widely known as legends like Commissariat, Deckler represents the fundamental nature of the Imperium's unforgiving doctrine, where obedience, sacrifice, and absolute faith in the God Emperor of mankind are not merely expected, but enforced at gunpoint. Like all commissars, Deckler's role is to ensure that Imperial Guard regiments do not waver in the face of the horrors of the galaxy. He is responsible for maintaining discipline, morale, and loyalty, ensuring that every guardsman under his command fights to the last breath. In an army composed of countless billions of human soldiers, often ill-equipped and thrown into hopeless battles against superior enemies, commissars serve as both a symbol of imperial authority and a grim reminder of the cost of failure. They are empowered to execute any soldier, officer, or subordinate who shows cowardice, hesitates in battle, or questions orders. To the men under their command, they are both a terror and an inspiration, figures who ensure that even the most hopeless engagement is fought to the last man. Although Deckler himself does not have extensive official lore, he likely serves as a typical example of a hardline commissar, a man forged by war, unwavering in his belief in the Emperor, and utterly merciless when it comes to enforcing discipline. Commissars are trained in the Schola Progenium, raised from childhood in a strict, brutal environment where failure is met with death and only the most fanatically loyal and ruthless candidates survive. Deckler would have been taught to see every soldier under his command as a tool for the Imperium's survival, expendable in the grand war for humanity's future. He would lead by example, standing at the front lines, pistol drawn, ready to execute deserters and cowards before they could inspire weakness in their comrades. However, while most guardsmen fear the commissars, they also respect them, as they are often the only thing preventing entire regiments from collapsing under the sheer terror of war. A commissar like Deckler would not only enforce discipline with his bolt pistol and power sword, but also with his unshakable presence, rallying troops even in the face of overwhelming odds. Many commissars die fighting alongside their men, leading desperate last stands or inspiring their regiments to victory where none seem possible. Whether Deckler's story is one of strict duty, iron-fisted leadership, or eventual fall into madness or heresy, he would have embodied the brutal reality of life in the Imperial Guard, where death is certain, but dishonor is worse. His presence alone would be enough to keep soldiers in line, ensuring that even the weakest and most terrified guardsmen would rather charge into battle against horrors beyond human comprehension than face the wrath of their commissar's unyielding judgment.